Hey, good morning. It's Friday morning. You woke up, you're ready to go. We're almost to the weekend. We have a raised stimulus offer from Steve Mnuchin yesterday. In fact, he raised it twice. We're heading to 2 trillion. Can we get over the hump? Can we get to the finish line? Are we almost there? This is Early Mornings LALATE. Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Early Mornings LALATE. Hope you're good and safe. It's pre-dawn here on the West Coast. On the East Coast, it's 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I really appreciate you for joining us for our Friday edition of Early Mornings LALATE, a show that has really been a massive hit, and I really appreciate the love and feedback that I've gotten from you on this program. Go to the front of this channel, subscribe, because over the next few hours this Friday morning, you should expect a lot of twists and turns. I'll be getting to those in a second. Also, like this video. Yesterday, we literally saw deal offers raised twice by Steve Mnuchin, and I ended evening to LALATE last night with indicating to you that we really do see this heading to a $2 trillion offer from the president quite soon. We're at 1.85-ish, I guess you would say, because Steve Mnuchin raised his deal offers twice yesterday, and the president said that's not enough. Bring home the bacon. He actually said, bring home the bacon. You think he was, watching my broadcast about the casino? I mean, the toast is toasting, the butter is buttering. I'm here, you're here, but is the bacon buttering? Is the bacon grilling? I mean, if the bacon's not grilling, then, Steve needs to go get some bacon and bring it back to the president, so his early mornings are going good as well. The president urged Steve Mnuchin to get the deal done. The question is, at what number, and at what number will the American people sort of react and say, okay, the president's at 2 and she's at 2.2. I think this is really a deal. I mean, what are we doing here? As you saw in yesterday's broadcast in the afternoon, someone had asked me earlier in the day, I think you look a little more happy and a little bit more encouraged. Is there something you know that you haven't said on air? And I said, I just have a sense that we're almost at the finish line, or we're on the finish line, and that the only reason we don't have a deal is because two people have not put pen to paper. And as we start Friday morning, I sort of really now feel this. And if we're at 2 trillion, I think it's a no-brainer at this point. I think that at that point there could be massive reaction across the country, because that will look just silly if no one accepts 2 trillion. Here's some incredible comments from yesterday. 17 hours ago, Trump tweeted just an hour ago, Nancy Pelosi couldn't care less about the American people or the great American worker. She should approve needed stimulus now. Most other Democrats agree. Republicans are ready to go. I'm ready to sign. Roberto Hellman, the toast is toasting. The butter is buttering, and the early morning LA coffee is brewing. I love that. Renee Smith, love my Purple Power family. I'm glad we're united, unlike the government that's beyond disrespect. Teresa, they should already have known how many of us are jobless. Pat Carter, LA, if Nancy has anything at all to do with this doesn't mean anything. Leave her out. Trump do orders. Prices at stores are going up. Nancy does have something to do with this. I mean, just what do you mean leave her out? Who's negotiating on behalf of the Democrats? Raul Lee. Well, vote the incumbents out. Cindy, Alabama here while toasting, buttery, and coffee brewing. I guess the butter is very popular. I mean, do you like cream cheese in the morning? Some people prefer cream cheese over butter. And then there's the issue of margarine versus butter, because, some people like the different texture of margarine versus butter, and then there's salted butter versus non-salted butter. What's your favorite? Drop in the comments below. I love to see it, or drop it in the live chat, because this does have a live chat. I personally like salted butter, really, really good, and it. The soft. I like both the hard butter and the softer butter that you get in like the restaurants. Tamara, what do you like? Drop in the comments below. Tamara, Trump should sign an executive order for the stimulus. White Witch, the only way for this economy to recover is $2,000 a month. Brenda, good morning, Purple Power. Make a blessed day. Tammy, got the butter and sugar. Anyone need creamer? Wow. So you're all ready, Tammy. Well, I hope you're joining me this Friday morning as well. Coming up right after this video is an inspiration video from back in the day. Hope this inspiration video is informative, get you going, and get you moving. Join me on mornings LALATE at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time because I'm going to have big news for you. Don't miss that broadcast, and then don't miss 28 at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. Meantime, coming right up after this at 3:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is the second early mornings broadcast for this morning. Remember, there's always 2 shows per day. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and stay with LA for more. All right, the EIDL grant, the SBA grant for $10,000. This is the latest update today. We have a lot of new information for you. We appreciate your comments. Keep them coming. This video is based upon new information, based upon your comments and a lot of your questions. We are here to answer anything you have about this issue. This is one of 4 videos we're going to be recording today. One about the EIDL grant, one about PUA, one about PPP, and one finally about a possible second stimulus check. All right, the EIDL grant. When is it coming? How much? And can you, this is the big question you've been asking, can you update your information with SBA? A lot of you have been asking. You provided information to SBA during the EIDL process. Can you update that or modify that information? Let's get to that question first. It's a big one. All right, so you all know by now, because you've been watching the videos, we've been doing about one every day about EIDL grant, that is now based upon the number of employees you indicated to SBA during the application process. If you said 5 employees, you're getting $5,000. If you said 1 employee, you're getting $1,000. You're saying if you said 11 employees, you're getting $10,000. It was supposed to be a $10,000 payment. It is not. SBA is under fire by members of Congress because they are now rationing and paying based upon $1,000 per employee that you represent to SBA. Your question has been, what happens if you listed 0 employees? One of you, actually a few of you, have indicated in the comments that you followed our advice. You called SBA. You said, hey, there's an error. Clearly, there is more than 0 employees. SBA caught that and realized there is an error, and they allowed you to modify the answer. That is great news. So the rest of you, if you have an error in your SBA application on the number of employees, call SBA. Call them multiple times until you get the answer you want. There's 2 possibilities that will happen. Either 1, they have not worked on your application yet, or 2, it is currently being worked upon. The likelihood that it has already been approved, you would already know because you would have an email saying it's been approved, the payment's coming. EIDL grant, PUA, PPP, and finally, is there a second stimulus check? Stay with LALATE for more. Oh, and just one full disclosure, we are here in beautiful Redondo Beach in the marina, just as a backdrop. Not our yacht, not our friend's yacht, just giving you a beautiful backdrop.